Good morning, students of class 5. Welcome back to your general knowledge class. Today's topic is from page number 29. The name of the topic is Logical Reasoning 1. There will be many logical reasoning in this book. So this is the part 1 we are going to study today. Before starting, let me tell you the name of your book. The name of your book is Know for Sure, Botanical Learning, General Knowledge Class 5. And the author name is Siddharth Basu. So let's begin of question number 1. Answer the following questions. Question number 1. Examine the following grid. These are the grid. And identify which number should replace the question mark. In this grid, you will find this table, you will find a question mark placed. So you have to replace it with the correct answer. Let me introduce with the first number, that is 11. What does 11 represent? It means that 11 is representing the position in the grid, the first row and the first column. So first row and first column will give you 11. In the same way, this 23 row number will give you the picture of second row and third column. In this way, the 42 number will give you the picture of fourth row and second column. This is the picture of 54, fifth row and fourth column. Similarly, 65, 6th row and 5 column. So the question mark will indicate you third row and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 column. So it will be 35. The answer is given over here, 35. Question number 2. Complete the number series by filling the missing numbers. The first number 6, 17, 50, 149. Let's see how we are going to get the missing numbers. 6 multiplied by 3 will give you 6 3s are 18. So the number which we have got over here is 18. We will subtract 1 from it. It will give you 17. We will multiply the same number 17 with 3. So you will get 3 7s are 21, 2 carry, 1 below, 3 1s are 3, 4 5. Total it will be, the product will be 51. Similarly, for the third one, for the first we have got 18. Then we will subtract minus 1, 17, multiply by 3 will give you the product 51. Later on, what you are going to do with the same number, that you are going to subtract 1 from it. It will give you 50. Then later on you will multiply it by 3. 3 5s are 15 and 1 0. So 150 is the product you have got. Next, you are going to again subtract it minus 1, 149. Then multiply it by 3. You will get 447. Again subtract minus 1. Write down 447 minus 1 will give you 446. Later on you are going to multiply it by 3. The product which you will get is 1338. After getting the product, you will subtract minus 1. It will give you 1337. In this way, we are going to get our series, the missing series. The first one we have got 446 and the second one which we have got is 1337. Question number 3. What should be added to the greatest 4-digit number? So let's read out the greatest 1-digit number, that is 9. 2-digit number 99. 3-digit number 999. And the greatest 4-digit number is 9999. To make it the smallest 5-digit number, so what you are going to add? So simply 1. To make it 5-digit number. So 9991 plus 1 will give you 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it has become 5-digit number. The answer is 1. You will add only one number. Okay, question number 4. What should be multiplied by 1000 to make it 1? So 1 upon 1000. Multiply by 1000 will give you, this will be totally divisible, both the numbers by each other. So it will leave 1. So the answer is 1 upon 1000. Okay, next question. What does 23 hours mean? So if you will see this is in the format of 24-hour clock. If you will see 24-hour clock, it starts with 0 hour, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then for the 12, then after 12, it starts counting from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and when it will come back again to 12, it will complete 24 hours. So after that, we are going to see what does 23 and 23 hours mean. So go back to the number where 23 is written. 23 is just written in front of 11. So 11 and 23 minutes. This second 23 means minute. So we will go to 23 over here, minute side. So you will find out 11, 23. So it is PM. Moving to the next question. Which is the odd one out among the following? You need to find out which is the odd one among them. So before finding the answer, we need to look close to the number. 872. So what is the combination over here? 8 8s are no, it will not give you 72. 8 9s are will give you 72. Next, 6 6s are 36, which is not the right combination over here. So 6 7s are 42. Okay, this is what the combination look like. 8 multiplied by 7 over here. 6 multiplied by 7 over here. Sorry, 8 multiplied by 9 over there in the A part, and 6 multiplied by 7 over here. Similarly, 9 9s are. So it is equal, but we have to take one digit ahead. It has to be 10 over here, not at all 9. So this is, I think so this is the wrong one, but let's see the last option. 7 7s are, so we will take 7 8s are. 7 8s are 56. So all these A, B, D are fit in combination of one digit higher, one digit ahead. 8 9s are, then 6 7s are, 7 8s are, but this is C part, is the odd one out because it is of equal combination. It has to be 9 10s are. So this C is the answer of the odd one out. In the Roman numerals, the red fort was built in MDCXLVII. Which year does it represent? So let's see the representation. So the numeral number that is written in front of you, you have to tell which year it is. So MDCXLV 3 times I. So M stands for 1000 plus D stands for 500. After that we are going to write 100. This will give you 1600. It is written over there. Then we are going to write 50 minus 10 will give you 40. Later on we are going to add 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 will give you 8. So 1648 is the number we have got. Now we have to tell it in the year. So it will be 1648. Moving to the next one. Measure the given lines and choose the correct option. You will measure it in your book. It is given on the page number 29. So because the word is written as here as measured, so you will measure it. Question number 9. Observe the given figure and choose the correct option. So you will observe both the figure A, B, the line of A and B, then C and D. You will tell AB is longer, CD is longer, or both are of same size. From this page number 29, you have got two questions as homework, question number 8 and 9. Moving to the last question of this page, fill the given grid with numbers 1 to 9. Make sure that each row and the two diagonals have the same total. So each row, like this row, is going to get the same total, and diagonally it will get the same total. So we have to fill the number using 1 to 9. So if we will write the first row, like number 8 plus 3 plus 4, we will get the total 15. And if we will check it out, firstly we will add all the rows. 9 plus 5 plus 1, we will get the total 15. Then we will add 6 plus 7 plus 2, we will get the total 15. So in this way, row 1, 2, 3, we have got total 15 equal. So moving to the diagonal, two diagonals. In the question it is given that you have to find out two diagonals total equal. So we are going to find 8 plus 5 plus 2 will give you 15. Then from this side, we are going to find out the diagonal. 4 plus 5 plus 6 will give you 15. So each row and two diagonals, they've got the same total. Children, please revise question number, all the questions from starting 1 to 10, and you will fill all the answers in your book, page number 29.